Are you joining us?
Yeah. All right, we are officially recording.
Welcome back to Gene Friday. I'm Gene. This is Friday. We got special guest Phil. Let's hear.
Welcome to the talk show thing.
All right, I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited.
What do you think this is about?
Snuggie hour.
I mean, really, I feel like it's going to be about the political landscape and how neither side is really right nor wrong on lining up with Christian values.
Okay. And if it was about that, what would you have to What would you have to contribute to that discussion?
Little to nothing.
Excellent. Wow. It's a good thing neither of us are really aligned with political or...
Shut up, Charlie. Okay, here's what I did today.
Friday?
No, I'm Gene. He's Friday. Gene, shut up.
Wait.
All right, go ahead. Just continue.
Gene, shut up. I did the GMAT today, and I did it in a sleazy way. But hey, I got to get paid.
I did a GMAT today. Yeah, but you did it in a sleazy way.
But I did it. And that's an achievement.
How long
Because
did it
for those
take?
of you who don't know, it took me like 3 hours. Then I asked me to take a break, and it's like, hey, you want to take a break? You got 8 minutes to decide whether I want to take this break. And I was like,
Did you power through? You powered through,
yeah,
right?
I just powered through it. So I was like,
So you were at a computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and a computer were talking a lot. And
Were you using a calculator or what were you?
there's one section where you can bring up a calculator thing.
Okay.
You click that button, it goes calculator.
But you couldn't bring anything in with you.
No, they did give you like a black, like erase board thing that you can write on, take notes and stuff. But other than that, I think I did pretty good. You know how I sniffle a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I did that through the whole thing, and I bet people like probably can't go into the schools that they want because of it.
Gotcha.
Hopefully.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where to look right now.
Whoever's talking, you can do whatever.
But I feel like I'm always like a beat behind. Like by the time I look
Probably.
over at Jason, it's your turn.
as long as
so.
you're part of the Snuggie crew,
Yeah,
you're
that's
never
right.
gonna be lost or far behind.
You can just look directly at the camera.
You just do what it is.
It's fun. This is why we haven't had a guest before, but we're glad you're here, Phil. So
would you say I'm
see-
your test guest?
See, Phil's also the only one who's actually also taken the GMAT, but also got his MBA from taking the GMAT. So is it as easy as taking the GMAT once?
Is it easy to take the GMAT once?
No, once I got my GMAT done,
what's harder?
right? And the MBA is next, right? And then I just write that off?
The MBA was pretty easy, actually. It was surprisingly
So I just have to get
easy.
fired, right? And then I can take it?
Well, no, you have to start, and then after about a year of kind of half-assing both work and your MBA, you
All right,
get
we've
fired.
officially sworn for the first time on this. I'm
Whatever.
apologetic.
I was waiting for Charlie to say something.
I'm sorry. Okay, go on.
I'm gonna
Okay,
drop an
so
F-bomb.
you-
I am putting this on
All right,
Facebook. so-
edit that out. And
we don't edit it.
Cut. All right. So
Cut. All right. edit that last bit.
after a year of half butting, like both like and your job, then you get fired from your job, and then Obama pays you unemployment for a long time to get your MBA.
I love it.
So
I can't wait.
Now that you've been on the Obama teat or whatever we're calling it,
Oh
do
man,
you
we
feel,
have to cut again.
do you feel like
Oh.
we should
All
be
right.
cutting down unemployment benefits for other people now that you've gotten yours?
I feel yes. I mean, if you're so lazy that you can't get a job, like you shouldn't be paid for doing nothing.
Okay. Did you feel guilty on week 27
No.
through week? Okay.
No.
So there's no real difference there aside from them not being you.
Look, here's the thing, Charlie. Everybody in this world is unique, but not everybody is special. I just happen to be unique and special.
Okay.
So it was okay for me to do it.
Okay.
But
There's probably 50% of America totally with you. Probably more
honestly,
than
now that I have a job and a sweet MBA, I would say let's cut all like welfare programs altogether. Because if I can do it,
that. Yeah.
You gotta go.
Exactly where
Yeah.
I'm at in my life. Cut the ladder, kick it down.
yeah.
No one gets to my level.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Let's not
Or
even,
pull
like,
up that ladder, put it so I can get up higher.
yeah, and let's not build a glass ceiling. Let's like cement that thing
Yeah.
just down.
I think the problem was that they could see through the ceiling. And like, if you don't know, you don't get jealous. And
Yeah.
you don't want.
Also,
things.
let's be honest. People were looking up my skirt. Like that's a bit weird, right?
Those upskirt shots, yeah.
Creeps.
Cut.
Creeps.
All right, cut and point.
You
Good.
know what? We swear once, it's fair
It's all
game.
downhill.
Dude,
The dam has been broken.
I'm putting this on Facebook though, so just keep that in mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're currently watching this on Facebook,
No,
so
no,
you
no.
don't need reminders that he's putting it on Facebook.
Welcome to the Facebook
By the
channel.
way, those of you watching it on Vimeo, check out this ad.
Those of you seeing this on YouTube, please join us over on Facebook for the remainder of the video.
Subscribe and thumbs up. And
Subscribe
upvote
here,
us.
and
Upvote
here,
us.
here,
and,
here.
Get those Tumblr tags going.
If I get 1,000 likes, I'll hand dance.
Right good.
If you don't like and share this, then you're not a Christian.
True story. Jesus would like this.
Unless your name happens to be Christian, then you're totally covered.
But not the kind we're checking on.
But hey,
Well,
Phil,
yeah,
since
Jason?
you're here, and I think we have like some decision making that can be done.
Okay.
Pancheros, what are your thoughts?
I think Pancheros is probably the greatest restaurant that's ever been created. True story. Anybody who likes Qdoba or Moe's or Chipotle or anywhere else that is like fake Mexican, no. You gotta go to
That's right,
Pancheros.
Applebee's.
All right, I'm going to go down the list concisely in order. I'll start from bottom, work my way up. Pancheros
No.
is like you opened a can of cat food and poured it in something. Everything else was okay.
Assuming that cat food is the best and everything else is poop.
Everything else in that thing is fine. Just the meat seems like it's been laid out for too long. Maybe it's because it's not spiced enough. I don't know. Moe's, I've only ate there once. It was much better after I stuck it in the fridge for a while. I like the quantity of stuff you got. Just the quality was down there. What? Am I...
Now keep going.
No, keep going.
Chipotle is good, but it has like a fake fire flavor that's really strong. I don't like it. And then Qdoba, they... No, it's fine. It was recent.
So if you probably cut off when Charlie started talking,
Okay.
but either way, he had a point against something. But either way, I'm
We'll move on.
I'm for
We can change
Pancheros.
topics.
Yeah.
We had all three of us
The
say
camera decided to
It was like-
This is stupid. We're done.
it was like flop you, Charlie. We're switching over.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay,
No.
start us off.
So I agree. Pancheros is pretty. So thanks, Charlie, for that little tidbit there. Okay. Now you got kids, right, Charlie?
None that I know about.
Phil, you got kids.
I got two of them.
This may be the only
With a boy
time you
and a
can
girl.
get kids like talk. Let's go kids talk.
All right.
What's it like? What's it like with a 2-year-old? Right? Dreams.
What are your kids
Dreams
gonna
happen?
hate you for when they get older? What are they
Oh
gonna have
man.
issues with?
Okay, so those of you who know me, I'm a very embarrassing human being. I'm for sure gonna embarrass them in front of their friends. Probably starting by the time they actually have friends, whenever that happens in this cycle.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, Dad, quit etching all that glass. You're always doing it. You're
Seriously.
always getting those glass kids.
I'm etching glass like you wouldn't believe. It's a deadly.
Do you
habit.
honestly think you're gonna embarrass them? Because like, it's not a father-son relationship, but like my church kids mention you like once a week. Like one of them says either like, "Why can't you be like Phil?" or like literally one of them will say that. Usually one I don't like, so I don't really take it seriously. But
So Sam,
I feel I like.
I love you, Sam.
He wants to go Sky Zone with you. Just sort some things out
All right,
while jumping.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I don't think you're gonna. Do you think you'll be too cool for him and like the?
No, okay. I think ultimately, like a lot of people like me for whatever reason, but I just feel like because my kids will grow up in the environment that they will assume that I'm a jerk,
Okay. Gotcha.
which is not a bad assumption to make, folks.
Yeah. I think kids like you because they can relate to your height and lack of hair.
Yep.
Height. Because he's tall, or
Yeah. There's a lot of tall, bald kids running around, Charlie.
Okay. Gotcha.
But don't see the world that way, all right? Us baldies, you hairies, we're all just one people together, all right?
Excellent. How are my kids gonna be? I need to have kids. I feel like I'm here to have kids.
Right, like right now,
Yeah.
like this is an awkward place to do this.
Yeah, I need it on this couch. Fake suede and fake leather. That's got to be the.
Hey,
It's
this
gotta
is
be the
premier
conception area.
fake suede.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna smother my kid. Because I'm so excited.
I gotta tell
Hello,
you,
or
like,
what?
so I travel for my job, and that's awesome, going to new cities, meet new people, but like, coming home, is actually, like, seeing my kids again, it's a good experience.
Did you expect it to be that way, or did you kind of feel like
Oh
you know,
no,
like
I
you're
hate
excited.
kids.
Yeah. Did you feel like it'd be kind of like a drag?
Okay, truth be told, kind of yeah. I mean, the thing is I'm a night owl. I
Yeah.
like to stay up. I like to go out and meet people. And
Yeah.
like when like years ago when we first started talking about kids, I was like, sure, right? That's what people do. They have kids. But like everybody else's 2-year-old is the worst thing I've ever met. But my 2-year-old is awesome
That's why you should do those kids
because
exchanges.
she's mine.
And you see a lot of people like they either become like they straight up become lame when I mean like maybe 30% of people get super lame when they find a significant other, and then if that doesn't hit them, they get super lame when they get married, and if that doesn't hit them, 99% of them are done when they have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're done being you, and you now belong to the family, and anything that's not your family, you're gonna be kind of.
That is really hard. It is really hard. Like, you know, you'd be sitting there on like a Wednesday at like 8 o'clock at night, and the kids are in bed, and there's nothing else to do but like watching a Big Bang Theory rerun, and you're like, you know what I can do? I can call up Gene and Friday and go make a talk show. But you're like, but at the same time, there is sort of like this whole like, yeah, but then I'm just like leaving my wife to be like the sole person there in case something goes wrong or whatever, and it's just there is a weird dynamic to it where you do sort of like stuff like this has to be, it just has to be more like scheduled and planned, and we've moved into like I feel a serious topic now.
That's fine.
No, I can derail this pretty quick. All right,
Good.
Jason, just stop. No, this is what I work towards.
No. But
Okay.
here's what you do. I think we need to develop freezing people in carbonite technology to a point where you can freeze your kids in carbonite and don't have to worry about them because they're rock solid. And then when you come back,
Okay, scientists, I need somebody to comment on this. If they're frozen in carbonite, do they still grow, or am I pausing like the growth process during that time?
I'm assuming they're gonna die because they're not getting any.
Han Solo
nutrients.
didn't die,
yeah, dude, he just had like
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit of space amnesia or whatever it
Oh,
was.
gotcha.
and blindness, space blindness.
Yeah, space
He
blindness.
has but the thing
I've
is,
lost
like,
interest in the debate.
But would Jane would she still be 3 in a year, or would she be like turn 3 in like 2 years because half her life is spent in carbonite? Scientists, anybody, let me know.
See, I think just freeze her for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then-
Everybody's freezing for the weekend.
Katie Fahey's the only one that watches these, so and I don't think she's a scientist.
Katie, please do not comment on the carbonite issue.
No one cares.
You're
Jason,
just
do you think you're ever going to be ready for kids? Like, let's say this whole woman-man situation gets itself figured out.
I was thinking about just adopting for the Xbox achievement.
No, but for real though, do you think you're ever going to be? Do you think
Probably.
is there a dad in you?
I think so. I think I like Jane a lot. I think she's like she's
So
a
you're
good,
just gonna.
she's a good kid prototype. And it's like
Okay.
if I guess if
Oh,
I can get
I mean-
one like Jane, that'd be cool.
Here's the fun thing about kids.
How do you test that out?
The fun thing about kids is like they are what you make them. Like they're kind of like sponges at the beginning. Like you just keep throwing water on them and they cry, and then it just gets.
So I
bigger.
can just keep throwing drum sets at it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. Like Jason's really.
Why
good
aren't you
at
on that
singing,
dumb on
man.
that guitar? Get on it.
I don't know. Like,
He's a good uncle.
yeah, I believe it. You guys have fun.
If you haven't seen the video, I think it's on like Jason's Facebook page of
That's
Jane hitting him with a battle axe
She's trained very well.
while he's sleeping. So
With pre-taps.
check it out. That's Jason raising my daughter.
I think I've invested a lot in my animal. Mostly, one because it's adorable. Two because I'm kind of just don't shake your head. All right.
I'm not shaking my head.
But
That's the screen lag. from
Oh,
your kid.
great. Yeah, sure. Rolling shutter, sorry. But part of me is really, I'm kind of testing out some of this dad stuff with it, and I like being invested in something that's not like reciprocating it.
There is. Okay, here's the cool thing about being a dad that is never replicated by being a pet owner. And honestly, when I hear people talk about their pets as kids, I kind of want to choke them out and maybe remind them.
Next
with my
episode.
fits.
Next episode.
Like pets aren't kids,
Yeah.
and you're really insulting all of the people that actually have kids whenever you say that. So FYI.
Yeah. I've tried to teach my cat to handshake like probably 10 times.
You know what? I can teach my dogs to sit. I can teach my dogs to not poop in the house. I can teach my dogs how to walk properly.
I saw your son. I think you got.
I'm working on it. But you know what? I can teach Jane. I teach Jane how to read. I teach Jane how to sing. I teach Jane about the world around her.
And how to battle.
And Jason teaches her how to battle. Like
We've
the
got her
thing is-
stealth training down, and her strength training is done pretty good.
Well, her strength training just being that she goes strong.
That's what you need,
She's
dude.
actually really
Intimidation.
That's what
Intimidation.
Colossus did. Yeah.
No, but like this whole like journey of like helping my daughter experience the world. Like Jason and I took her out to Target a week ago or something,
Dude, that was awesome, actually. You
and
guys
we just
did
like
it.
set her down in the middle of Target, and we were like, "Go!" And
I thought you had trained her to like, not like I don't know. I thought you
What'd
had
she
like
do?
went through some kind of like
she was
prototype
really
shop.
good.
You know,
Like,
kids
she-
are like terrible at like touching everything.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this?
I worked at Meyer for close to 5 years, and you could definitely tell who the parents were. And
Jane
who
touched one thing, and I said, "No, we don't pick anything up."
Oh.
She set it back down right where she picked up. Didn't touch and didn't pick anything else up the whole time there.
Did she want anything?
We ended up buying an ornament.
Okay.
We were there to buy an ornament for her, and
Cool.
and she ran around. I mean, half an hour or something in the store. It was amazing.
Yeah,
She was
she's
having so
pretty
much
awesome.
fun. But like, you know, being able to do that, right? Like, I see all these parents like just lock their kids down and yell at them and stuff. I'm like, man, my job is to show her the world
Yeah.
and get her ready to face it on her own. That was so much fun doing that with her.
I don't know if I'll ever, like, if I can avoid it, ever bring my kid to, like, a shopping center until they're, like, old enough to understand reason. Just because I've seen so many bad altercations.
Well, I've worked with Jane on no, stop, don't.
Yeah.
You know, like and don't get me wrong, I positively reinforce her behavior quite frequently, but like, I'm not afraid to tell my damn kid no.
Thanks for swearing again.
We're gonna cut that
We
out.
just got it flagged!
All right, here's another visual
Cut it out.
cue.
I'm not, we don't edit these, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't tell you, you're watching. So we
Wait,
don't
wait for my
edit these, by the
gunshot sound in this
Okay.
next one.
way. Oh, no.
Pew, pew, pew,
this was good.
lasers are coming out of our guns.
Look at all the lasers. These are real, not edited in.
I think I'm ready for kids, but I feel like there's stuff that if I don't do before I have kids, it's not gonna happen, and that sometimes scares me because I'm 30.
Okay, no, stop. If we learned anything from City Slickers, it's that you just have to wait until the kids are like in their pre-teen years.
Yeah. So what you do is you befriend a guy who owns a shoe company, and to the point where you
Was it
become
a
their
shoe
godfather, and then those parents die, and you get those kids when they're young, and then you find a board game that eventually
Oh,
brings
this
it
is
all
Jumanji.
back together.
Yeah.
So you still get the feeling of it, but at the end you really don't have them anyway.
The problem is then you have Robin Williams in your life, and nobody wants it.
Oh my gosh, he's in a new television show, and it's almost embarrassing. I feel like they should just make a Robin Williams network, or they should just make a network where they send all the stars that you're not good anymore. Just don't embarrass yourself. We're going to charge people $100 a month for this channel, and you can just go at it. You know what?
You give them like a sandbox
Oh,
and
I
like
hope Eddie
sketches that
Murphy
they
gets-
can do. It's like,
Eddie Murphy can be in
Oh
that
my
channel.
gosh! Like I saw Sinbad on a billboard, and he's not doing much lately, but like
He peaked at Necessary Roughness.
He peaked at that movie he did, Jingle All the Way.
That was really
Jingle
more
All the
of
Way
an,
is awesome. Though.
that was really more of an Arnold Schwarzenegger joke.
It doesn't matter,
That
man.
was a,
He
that,
supported
they both
him
did
well.
a great job. Somebody had to be brain guy.
Oh man, that was like the. But now we're just going. So
We're back.
all right, and we're back. Jingle All the Way talk. I have fonder memories of that movie than I should because that was like the peak of my sister and I's relationship. Like I was not a dork yet. Like I had a ton of potential. I was like 10. And
You were a kid genius.
And
chess
she
champion.
felt like if just like you were talking about with your kid, if I invest enough stuff in him and show him the world, I can make him a better version of me.
Right.
And maybe she didn't have like the completely like altruistic standpoint that you want your kid to be a great person.
Right.
Like she wanted me to be a great male version of her.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, this brings up an interesting offshoot. What's your favorite holiday movie?
Hocus Pocus.
Blair likes that one.
Wait, you
Can
mean
I, if I
Christmas?
punch him in the, if I punch him, can we edit that out?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Or do you mean
was
Christmas
weird in that
holiday?
one.
Yeah, sorry, but let me rephrase. Christmas.
Oh, that-
Was it Ghostbusters 2? Which one was the Christmas one?
Technically, Iron Man 3 was a Christmas movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was Christmas the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It probably would be Jingle All the Way. I don't know if anything could beat it.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Scrooged.
I haven't seen
Scrooge
that
is
forever.
pretty good.
Scroogled. It's the new one.
I gotta be honest with you. I think Bill Murray is my favorite. Like anytime there's a holiday that I need to watch a movie, it's gonna be Bill Murray.
Blair told me she hadn't seen Groundhog Day.
Okay, Blair.
Oh my gosh, she's seen 4 movies, and that's all she feels comfortable seeing.
Maybe
Alright.
that's a joke.
Well, the
Maybe
fun
it's a
thing
joke,
about-
I haven't seen
It's
it.
not a
And then
joke.
you show it to her and she says, I haven't seen it. And it's all
Oh my gosh!
What's the most meta joke ever?
The movies we've seen together: Toy Story 3.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah. Battleship.
So bad.
She loves it. There's a lot of
I
interesting.
never actually saw it.
There's a lot of interesting stuff in that movie, but that movie's nuts.
Okay,
Who
I've never
gave them
seen
money? And then Inception.
Okay.
It's good.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
and
spinning?
then,
Does it wobble at the end? Does it wobble at the end?
And actually, they have proven that it was that was real. He actually went back to his kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They
I
proved it
forgot
out?
I had kids.
Yeah, if you look it up, there's this really cool thing. It's the top is not his totem; it's his wedding ring. And whenever he's in the real world, you see the wedding ring, or he doesn't have it on, and whenever he's in the dream world, he does have it on, or something. And at the end, whichever cue it is to say it's the real world, because he spins it with his left hand, so you see.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap!
So
So
there's-
misdirection this whole time.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on about...
Oh, and
Teletubbies?
go on about this stupid thing you're talking about.
Yeah, the fourth movie.
Like it's Pacific Rim.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome!
And
was like,
whenever
watched
I
this
get
movie-
her to actually watch a movie, her mind is like blown. Even if it's like a lame movie, like Battleship, like her mind's just blown. And then like,
You
I'm
lost me
like,
at Battleship, you wanted me back in Pacific Rim.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by blown? Like it's the most amazing thing ever?
like it's like she can't stop talking about it. It doesn't have to be amazing. Like she was making fun of Battleship, and I can secretly tell she loved it. And there's some funny stuff. Like they do a full Pink Panther thing about him stealing a burrito. Like it's 10 minutes long,
Oh, yeah.
and they play the actual Pink Panther song.
Like the scene in A Baby's Day Out when they set the guy's crotch on fire, and it's like 5 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And this movie's like it feels like it's 4 hours long. It's well over 2 hours.
Is Liam Neeson in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's paycheck
He's
though.
the commander general or whatever.
Like you can tell they had him like alone, and they're like, "All right, you got me for 6 hours." No, I'm not changing costumes. So you're putting me in this Navy uniform the whole time.
Give me the lines. I'll just read them off of a cue card.
I'll read them like this. I can't do it.
It's got one character actor.
Anyway, yeah. So movies are movies. Like everything I've introduced to her system, she's accepted. Like the body has accepted. But it's really tough to.
I mean, let's be honest. If she's in a relationship with you, she's a pretty adaptable human being to adverse conditions.
I gotta step up my game.
She beats snow, she beats sand.
Yeah, still looking for those critical hits.
Yeah.
But anyway, women.
Girls, right?
Alright, let's start talking about girls.
Okay.
Do we want to make woman child separate up? Well, we do have a married man. With
Let's
us.
let's do it second parter. Ladies, you're on the hot shit. You're on the hot seat.
Actually, I'll just upload each of these times the camera resets as a new episode.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then the twist is that they're different episodes.
Are we doing woman chat? Jason, what's up with women?
I don't know. That's it for women chat. See you guys next week.
You heard it here first, everybody. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
I've heard some people can get away with living with them.
Barely.
I've got a lot of advice.
On a web of lies. Yeah, just start giving it.
Okay, this is going to be a non sequitur. It's just going to go off. All women are crazy. Find the type of crazy you can deal with. That's what true love is.
Okay, what kind of crazy can you deal with?
Tiny belts? No. Not the kind
Not
of crazy.
tiny belts.
Big belts?
Not tiny belts.
Those could work. Be modest, though. Not too big.
Sometimes I see the comparisons between Blair and my mom, and I feel sad.
My wife and my mom have very little in common.
My wife and my mom
Phil's wife and my
are
mom.
both digital.
If you really want to know how to get a woman, if you're currently single and you want to know how to get a woman, the only Disney movie worth watching is Beauty and the Beast. First you kidnap them, then you be ugly,
Done.
yell at them a lot, and then give them something that isn't actually a gift, because like a library. Oh, I have this whole room in my house that I'm giving you.
Oh, so access to
So,
something.
like, if
that
she
they
leaves, it's not like
perceive.
she can be like, hey, this library was mine, so I'm going to take it with you. No. So, basically, kidnap them, be ugly, be mean to them, lie to them, and then eventually they'll be like, you know what? That's my guy.
I see half of that working.
Let's go to the club.
We're gonna try him out.
We're going to give it a shot.
I like it.
Does this napkin smell like chloroform to you, ladies?
Oh, jeez. Are we gonna do stupid jokes like that?
Calvin Klein's chloroform. It's actually good.
Chloroform. 4 men, 4 women. All right. All right. So what else we got? I feel like I missed a lot of opportunities by just not being direct. And
You know-
there's a point where it gets creepy. I think we're all thinking of the same person when I say that. But
Talking about my mom?
yeah. But
Love you, Hazel.
I felt like I left a lot to subtext when I was in my pursuing stages, and I should have just went out with and just said, "I'm Charlie. I'm interested. I'm not gonna try to be like super funny so you notice me."
You know, my big problem back when I was in my 20s was that I actually had pretty low confidence in myself when it came to women.
Mhm.
So like looking back, right now that I'm like the lady killer
Yeah.
and 50,
Yeah. Where's your wedding ring? Show them. That's the.
I like
actually
that. I
don't
like
wear
that
one,
movie.
right?
Lady Killers is actually.
hey, look, I'm a lion snuggie right now, so you know that I'm beating them off.
He's given up. That's his
Yeah, this is what happens. You get a woman and you give up. This is the snuggie of a winner. I won the game.
The
Say,
marital
get
snuggie.
up, get out of here, ladies.
So I don't know what he's doing in his. Maybe that's the giving up snuggie.
This
So
is, well, the ladies know that I'm giving up.
no, but
I was
honestly,
just
like
adjusting.
I was like, no, yeah.
Just
Go on.
go on.
I had so little confidence that it was always like looking back at all the interactions that I had with women, I realized that like there were a lot more women interested in me than I realized.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I didn't pick up on the hints because I don't think like I didn't. I knew what the hints were. I just
Yeah.
didn't believe that they were real, right? Like I was like, no, I'm just reading into this. But
Yeah.
looking back, like, yeah, there were a lot of girls that really were trying to get into my life, and I was like, well, I'm a bald fat guy, so clearly you want nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm. But there's almost like a devil may care attitude that comes with that actually attracts them. Well, I guess not devil may care, but like a I don't know.
Devil may cry.
No, I see what you're saying where that can exist. That did not exist in me.
Mm.
Because I was also kind of desperate
Mhm.
in my 20s. I really wanted a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's your first mistake.
That is. It drove some women away.
Yeah,
Dang.
so. I feel like I fell into being comfortable as the nice guy and just hoping that it would turn to something else, which the more I think about it was like not honest and not fair to them either. Because like I would present myself as just this really, really, really good friend. And it was probably obvious to everyone involved that I wanted to be something more, but
Yeah.
I wasn't man enough to just say that this isn't enough for me.
Here's another piece of advice for any guy that's listening.
I'm listening.
If she is not your girlfriend within like a month of you meeting her, she's not going to be your girlfriend. Move on. There's no amount of waiting around for the best thing ever to happen. If you're actively trying to pursue it by being a friend and being around, move on.
There's there's some movies where that works out, right?
No.
You gotta stick with it. You
No,
gotta spend
because it's not about playing a game. It's not about playing a game where I'm gonna like go away and like the leaving is like no. There's a girl out there that wants to be with you. I guarantee it. There's one out there somewhere. There's more of them than us.
You gotta slowly hook them in until they become dependent on you, and then they have to rely on you.
Oh, I got plenty. I had no problems getting. I had no problems getting women dependent on me. But
Heroin.
into.
Yeah, I'm looking for my heroin.
I feel like I was like computer repair heroin too, like in college. Like when you got that new Dell laptop, that's when you find his number.
I mean, let's be honest. When it's right, it's easy.
Oh, maybe it's never been right for me. I don't know, but right, like getting both sides to agree that like this is something we all work towards.
Yeah, get that contract down first, though.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm not necessarily. I mean, it's not like love is easy, but like getting into a relationship for the most part is when it's easy if it's the right person. Like if you have to convince that person to like you, don't. You know, either they see the beauty in you or they don't.
Yeah.
And if you have to show them, it means you're always going to have to constantly keep working to show them.
But just like we got to work through some of our issues, I mean, women have to work through some of theirs in order to see things that were.
Is this HD?
Yeah, it's.
All right, so we were talking about like those pop-up 3D things. So
all right,
I found the trick was,
start with the magic eye thing.
The trick was when you're looking at them, like you just cross your eyes real quick, and then you kind of like catch it, and then that's how you figured it out.
That's how I pick up most of my girls in my late 20s.
It's the same thing. Just
I was like, are you into the cross-eyed thing? Yes. All right.
Cross your eyes a little bit until you see them, and then you see for who they really are, which is a pirate ship or like a boat.
The thing is, okay, if I didn't see the worth in myself, then I was always going to be insecure in any relationship that I was in.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's tough when you get in a relationship and someone has like security issues because
I still do.
It's like nothing. It's nothing. I can affirm you and you can affirm me all we want, but until we like believe it ourselves, then that's sometimes you feel like you're just wasting your breath. Like there's nothing I can do to get you over yourself. It's got to be something you wanna.
Everybody's broken in some way. To be completely candid. To a bunch of strangers I'm never going to meet on the internet.
Most of them most of them are Katie Fahey. So.
I don't know Katie Fahey.
So to Katie Fahey, go on.
This Katie Fahey you're talking about? I don't know her.
That's one's Wildcat 38.
Alright. I didn't want to know that. But, no, like, okay, so my dad wasn't the best dad growing up. He wasn't around very much. He, traveled a lot for work, and even when he was home, he seemed less than interested in me and my brothers.
Yeah.
So I had a terrible role model for how to be a father. And I almost kind of wish I didn't have any role model because I'd be working with a blank slate.
Yeah.
Instead, I have a broken slate to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find that like in my relationship with Kristen or whatever, like that's definitely for me like I'm so paranoid that she's gonna think I'm a bad father. I'm super paranoid because that's the only role model I had.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm a pretty good dad.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm so paranoid that she thinks I'm not.
And maybe part of my excitement about being a father is like I get to build something from the ground up because I didn't have a very solid example. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I wish my dad wasn't around or whatever, but I wish that I didn't have any of that knowledge.
It's like when you learn a bad golf swing, you can't like unlearn that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tough. Do you think you're a good dad?
Do you think you're a good golfer?
I'm an okay golfer. I think I'm a good dad, and I think I'm a good dad for a couple of reasons. So Jason saw this growing up. We have our Uncle Bruce. Like whenever I hung out with him all the time when I was growing up, he was like my surrogate father. Mm-hmm. And as time went by, like we just started in my early 20s, kept hanging out with him, but then he had a couple of kids. And I started noticing that, like, every time I saw Bruce, Carmen and Drew, my two cousins, were always around. Right? And it wasn't...
Were they his kids?
They're his kids,
okay.
yeah. And it wasn't until, like, now that I'm sort of older that I'm sort of understanding, it wasn't that Bruce always had Carmen and Drew around because that was like his responsibility. He genuinely liked having his kids around him.
Mm-hmm.
He really did. And with Jane and Will, I mean, Will's still kind of a blob, but like with Jane, I like having Jane with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, and I think more than anything, like, I'm going to make mistakes, but the one thing my daughter's not going to know is, or what she'll for sure know, is that I like her.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's, as long as I set boundaries and let her know that she's loved, man, I think that's 90% of the battle.
Yeah.
The other 10% is to let her know to not wear clothes that make her look like, what's a word I can use here?
Yoga pants. Just
Slap.
say,
Yoga pants.
don't wear yoga pants.
Don't wear yoga pants.
Yoga
If you-
pants. Yoga pants are better than sweatpants.
No, they're not.
Okay,
Yes,
yoga pants. As a guy,
sweatpants,
yoga pants are better. As a
sweat-
dad, sweatpants are better.
Sweatpants, jeggings, yoga pants.
How did sweatpants get on this discussion?
I don't
Because
know.
I hate sweatpants. I wanted to make sure people at home know.
Why do you hate
But
sweatpants?
not for a totally different reason than there's a problem with yoga
They're
pants.
slightly more modest than yoga pants.
Yeah, but no sweatpants. You don't have respect for yourself if you're in sweatpants.
Not
you're trying
true,
to be
man.
comfortable.
What if they got a name on the butt?
Lauren, if you're watching this, don't listen to him. I know you have respect for yourself.
Don't wear sweatpants.
Lauren always wears sweatpants.
People don't
He's a
wear
manager of a bank.
People
When
don't
he
wear
wears a suit all day.
sweatpants.
You know what? When he comes home, he just wants to wear
He wears a
sweatpants.
suit and sweatpants at the same time?
No, he wears a suit to work, and then he comes home and he wants to wear sweatpants.
Just came up with something called the swoop, which is sweatpants suit. I'm gonna get one.
I'm in.
As I'm getting heavier, I see more and more
I'm not-
reasons to wear things with flexible waists,
They're the best.
and it's sad. Like I'm gonna turn that kid that just didn't wear jeans in school. Did you have a kid that just didn't wear jeans? Sometimes they're fat. Sometimes they just don't like wearing jeans because they don't like to be conformed to like a human shape.
I don't.
It took me a while to actually wear jeans. Like I went through elementary school, I think, without jeans, and then
Yeah.
Well, I did because that's because I grew up in the hammer pants era.
Yeah.
go ninja, go ninja.
Go. That's not hammer.
Yeah, it is.
Was Ninja
No,
Turtles 2
that
a
was
holiday
still
movie?
nice.
Which holiday?
I feel like there was Christmas stuff in
No,
it.
but that was the third one. It was the time holiday.
Okay.
That time of the year when you want to go back to ancient
Okay,
Chinese.
let's talk about this. What movie would you watch for Columbus Day?
Groundhog's Day.
Probably Groundhog's Day.
Rise of the Mohicans or
Last of the Mohicans?
Revenge of the Mohicans.
Last?
It's a direct-to-DVD sequel. No, okay. Yeah.
Return of the
I don't know.
Mohicans,
I was
right?
thinking of some type of Native American movie.
Oh, okay. Probably Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, I like that one. It's 3
Yes.
hours though, but it's
Yeah,
it's good.
They blanded it up enough for us white people to enjoy. So
I know. Thank God there was a white protagonist. Otherwise,
thank you. Finally
not
saving them.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is that the Native Americans just needed a white guy to save them.
Fern Gully, man. As long as we're on the track.
Oh,
of that
that's
plot.
true. Yeah.
Fern Gully.
Oh man, let's just go to Fern Gully live action and talk about Avatar.
They're making 3 more of those.
Thank God, because we didn't get enough.
The Legends of Korra. Yeah, they're making the third one.
No, you're talking about the other one.
Yeah, talk about the blue people.
What? Oh yeah, yeah, that one too.
That's Fern Gully live action.
I was fine with the existence of Avatar, and I guess congratulations for making so much money, but I don't know if I'll need 3 more of them. Just like these Hobbit movies, like congratulations, you made Lord of the Rings. I don't think the world needs 7 hours of The Hobbit or whatever.
The thing is, I love that world so much though that I don't care.
And they love money so much that they don't care.
Yeah, but okay, let's see. Okay, Peter Jackson's making billions of dollars. Nobody's denying that.
yeah.
But he's still artfully crafting these. It's not like they're thrown together pieces of.
I haven't seen the first Hobbit. I won't take your word for it, but he loves what he's doing.
Look at the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
He loves what
that
he's
was
doing.
not. He was so meticulous that all of the Uruk-hai in the movie had their own markings depending on what tribe they were in.
There was not blood in the water. There was not money in the water when he was making those. At least maybe until the tail end when he was making the third one. Like, and now he's lost. Like, there's no one telling him no anymore. And I think everyone making art, unless you're making something just for yourself with your own money, someone needs to tell you no. Even if you don't have to hear it.
He didn't George Lucas The Hobbit. At least the first part.
I've heard the second one is better because it picks up the pace, but then I heard a bunch of people
It
didn't
also
like
came out today, so I don't know how.
We're Charles Fast in Charlie's World. He is,
It's on my Twitter
he is
site.
glued into the internet somehow.
It's that cartoon one, right? That's like 80 minutes long.
Yeah.
If you've heard about it, Charlie doesn't want to hear it because he's already heard about it like an hour ago.
Yeah, so.
And you just bore him when you talk about things.
Well, I apologize.
It's alright. I'm sorry. I don't care about those movies, so I should just keep my mouth shut.
I don't know. I'm excited to see Smaug.
You
Which,
still-
by the way, I hate the fact that all the commercials pronounce it Smaug.
Is it smog? How should I be saying
Smog.
it? Smog. Alright. How about I just say
Like,
Hobbit?
the desolation of Smaug.
Hobbit 2. Here's more.
The search for more money.
Look who's talking Hobbit 2. Excellent.
So apparently they were rumored at one point to make a Spaceballs sequel, but they were going to call it Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2.
They did a really junky, like, Flash animated series.
Yeah, I remember that. Ew.
I think it's on
Awful.
Netflix.
Did you know they also did like a Jay and Silent Bob cartoon?
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. I have the DVD.
Okay. I
alright.
saw most of it. It was
Yeah.
alright.
I've fallen so out of love with Kevin Smith. It's like
Yeah.
giving me whiplash. Like, he was everything to me in college. Like, everything he
Up
said,
through Dogma.
I just laughed and laughed. I think I changed more than he did, and maybe
No.
that's the problem.
Go back and rewatch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then immediately watch Mallrats 2. You'll realize he changed.
Clerks too.
Yeah, Clerks 2, sorry. He changed, man.
Like I laughed at
Dude,
Jay and Silent Bob too.
You did, but at the same time, go watch all of the movies in like a weekend, and you will see that the time lapse between Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob, he went from like this intelligent style of humor to
Yeah.
dick and fart jokes.
Well, he just wanted to. Well, thank you for swearing again. But he also wanted to. Like, I felt like he was exploring.
It's a name.
He was.
He's made fun of guys named Richard.
He was exploring like new things up through Dogma, and then he just kind of reverted, and he's almost on this track where he just goes in cycles now, and he's like eating himself. Because he keeps getting fatter. But he like keeps like just going over the same marks, and all that's left there is the crap jokes and the gay stuff, which gets weirder and weirder the longer he does like gay jokes. Like even in Jay and Silent Bob,
He's just true to his art, man. He's
his
true.
his brother is like an out.
He did
gay
change.
person.
You
Like,
changed, man.
No, he changed.
that horror movie was okay,
Yeah, what?
but I feel like it was a
Her movie.
fluke. We watched it. It's on Netflix. It's the one about cults. The guy ran his own church. It was like shaky cam. Had like a 10-minute sermon in it.
Really? I don't recall. This.
Rewatched it.
I didn't.
It had John Goodman in it. And he was like an ATF agent or something.
I'd Google it, but I think that'd be rude.
Dude. All right.
Alright, yeah.
The next hour, this is going to be me thinking of the title of it. Red State.
First, is that it? Dang,
Yeah.
I was just about to put a contest out.
Oh, go on. I won.
Too late. Yeah, you
I
won.
won. I
Actually,
got
cut
a
that
kid of my
last-
choice,
Cut
Jane.
that last bit.
All right, fine, William. I'll take the dog.
All right, done. Done. You can have Lily, man. She's.
Can't get any worse in my household. I spent 10 minutes just trying to get my cat and dog to fight each other. I recorded it and put it on Facebook.
For the record,
Did you smear one with like cat food, one with dog food?
911 is acceptable for animal abuse.
They like play the dog. The cat doesn't have claws. The dog.
Just edit it. Get what you can out of
Nope.
it. Edit it.
Nope.
Not editing
Last
this.
we left off, Charlie covered his cat with dog food and his dog with cat food, and he wanted to see what they
They
did.
realized they both only eat human food now, so they were both disinterested.
They only crave human flesh.
All right, raise your.
Spencer does, I know that.
For all
for
the
sure.
users at home, raise your hand if you're uncomfortable. I'm with you.
See,
at this.
the human audience doesn't do anything they're not obliged to do because they don't know if there's any repercussions.
When I was making
No,
my
it's because when you ask them to do lame things, like raise your hand was lame. But if you ask them to like beatbox if they're uncomfortable, they'll probably do it.
That guy's beatbox.
church stuff on here.
But now you changed it.
What? I
You can't do those clean cuts anymore.
There's not going to be any cuts. Period.
Well, I've been making like cut
Am I in this
visuals
at all?
so that you
Am
can
I
cut
in this
these out.
kind of?
You want to snuggle a little more?
No, I can try it.
Snuggle
are
in
you
the
cold or
snuggie.
something?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure I was in it. I'm good.
You don't have a Snuggies.
I can't afford
minute
heat
to
in my
minute.
house.
Wait, are these
so
snuggles?
I can't afford heat in my house, so I'm kind of just
We got a lot
my
of
body's
house.
adapting.
Charlie is what people call house poor.
House poor. Because, well, I don't know, I'm house billful. Like,
When you can't afford other things because you have a house payment,
yeah.
you're house poor.
It just never ends. Like the paint on my bathroom ceiling started peeling, and I'm afraid there's like a roof thing. I'm hoping it's just too much moisture in my bathroom.
Probably. Do you take like hour-long showers?
Yeah, I've been known to.
Do you have a vent fan in there?
I do. I wasn't using it because it would kick all the heat out. What?
The heat is from the moisture.
I know. I'm starting to use the vent. All right. The heat water gives us more heat than the actual heater does.
Stick with us for more riveting conversation about Charlie's bathroom.
More bathroom talk.
Hey, in 4 days it will be the 1 year anniversary of me having the house.
It's been a year already?
Hey, where are we having a New Year's party? Can we say that here?
We can.
At Jade's
If
place?
people aren't going to stay the night, they can stay. We can have it at my house.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know how like New Year's parties work.
Yeah, I know how they work.
Do you know how they work?
I know how they work, and that's why I'm saying that probably Joe and Catherine's would probably be a better place.
Okay.
We're available to host too.
Okay.
People can crash all over this house.
All right, where can we throw up?
We should just. We should just have like.
Not carpet.
You should have a party bus and just go between.
If we do it here, we got a hot tub.
You guys do have a hot tub.
Mm.
I'm hearing a garage
Hot
door.
tub, ladies and gentlemen.
You're hearing a garage door. Is that the missus?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right. Should I go run and get a baby monitor so we can pretend like we're like listening
No, we're fine.
to a baby?
I've got supersonic hearing.
Okay. I got supersonic because I got all the Chaos 7 notes. Wanted to. I think mumbling about Sonic really translates well to the.
Yeah, I was just about to make a big boy did it joke.
You're gonna be great teaching William how to talk.
You ever see Dick Tracy?
Yeah, I didn't know that was one of his guys though. I remember one guy had a melted face.
He caught him.
Yeah, no, there's a bad guy named Mumbles, played by Dustin Hoffman, that he brings in, and he keeps asking him, like, who set him up, and Dustin Hoffman's going, but then, like, he, like, has it secretly recorded, and, like, Dick Tracy, like, slows it down with his finger, and it's like, big boy did it, big boy did it, big boy did it. No, please.
That movie came out like 1990.
Ish, yeah.
Ish. I remember them making the biggest deal about that movie, and like I feel like no one cared about that movie.
That is one of my favorite movies. I was Dick Tracy for Halloween. I had the yellow trench coat, everything.
I feel like they got in a big rights argument, kind of like this comic book stuff that's going back and forth, and like Warren Beatty threw like a big fit. Like to
I didn't like that kid that was in it. He's
Yeah.
a cook too.
I didn't like
he-
Madonna. I remember she was in it.
Dude, go back and rewatch it. It's better than you think.
All right.
Madonna, for what Madonna was, she was alright.
Their color choices were, I guess,
Intentional.
true.
Yeah, why does
to the
Sue have to be
story,
yellow?
but- oh.
Because it was Sin City before there was a Sin City. It did the comic book shot.
So
They should've made it black
So
and white.
why would the man in the yellow hat not have Curious George with him?
It's a fair question.
It's the prequel, right?
It's a fair question. This is before he. That's after he's
Okay.
retired. He gets a monkey.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, if you have a curious monkey, folks, don't take it places and leave it.
Yeah.
All right.
What if it grabs some balloons and floats away?
He's honestly the worst pet owner. He's a terrible example of how to own a pet.
The monkey's like infecting people,
Yeah.
like biting them.
Like, he takes it to the mall and he leaves it and he says, "Hey, don't move. I'll be right back." Like, it's a monkey.
I
He
think
doesn't know what you're saying.
Him
Yeah.
and Pinocchio.
Plus, with all of his historic like
Like
history with
negligent.
that monkey.
negligent dad meetings. What if there was like a negligent dad meeting and you all like got away from your families and just I don't know, never came back. But maybe that's where my dad went. I don't know.
That's the sequel to your film.
That's it, man. Ooh,
We'll see you in 2 to 3 hours,
Yeah,
Dad.
this is brainstorming. We're good. No, this is going to be good.
Give me another half hour, I'll make a sequel to that award-winning film. So I have a problem. This thing's gonna go until Kristen comes down here and tells us to stop or something.
No, she's probably going to bed in that.
Okay, good. We'll take it up there.
Wait, to my bedroom?
Yep. Yeah. We'll get lights out. I want to hear what she has to say.
It's
All
gonna
right.
it's gonna be a couple of guys chatting after dark.
Yeah.
Or wait, Gene's Friday after dark.
Jeans.
Wait, a couple of guys. Am I not allowed up there with you? Is this, you
It's
guys,
gonna-
the two of you are taking
we're
the
drawing
camera into my wife's
straws.
bedroom
Drawing
without
straws.
me.
We can't handle more than 3 people on screen at once.
Yeah, it's just a visual.
I am
trick.
not comfortable with this.
It's just it's a.
What if we had one of your
audiences
kids
can't
in
keep
it?
track of more than 3 people?
Yeah, you just made it. You just made it a little weirder. You two, in my wife's bedroom. So,
Okay, here's what I'm offering.
subscribe.
To watch the ads, no.
Semi-decent proposal. I'll give you $100. Just hear me out. Hear
Okay,
me out.
alright, alright.
$100. Obama doesn't need to know about it.
He'll
That's
take it.
That's cash.
Cash, alright.
I get to be you for a weekend. You can use that $100, go get a Motel 6 for the weekend.
Alright.
And I promise no physical stuff will be attempted. But I just get to be like Fantasy Phil, and that's PH Fantasy. Where we spell it.
Okay, alright.
Fantasy Phil.
Oh.
And I get to just try this whole being a dad and a husband and someone that people like. I like to get to try it out.
Can we do like a 3-team trade? Where like you get that, and then he gets to move into your house with Blair, and then I get to move back into Amherst?
Oh,
That
it'd be
would
like
be
a
good.
Freaky Gene Friday.
Can we do like a
I can see that.
Right?
3-team trade?
Yeah. You don't like
Do
the
you
dog
want?
though.
You know,
Listen,
I've
you
got
can
a,
be freaky.
I've got a different. I've got a counter offer.
Yeah.
Do you want Jane for a day?
Yes.
Like I won't make you live like sun up to sundown, but if you and Blair would like to take Jane for
Yes.
a few hours,
Yes.
I trust Joe and Catherine with my kid. I'll trust anybody.
Are they sketchy or they got something going on that I don't know about?
Joe is sketchy. Don't trust him.
Have you seen him?
He's unkempt,
Well,
but
But he
Very
has Defender
unfair.
aura.
I feel like that
Pretty cool.
would reduce
Yeah.
his amount of opportunities for getting mixed up and stuff.
Well, yeah,
Oh, but you just gotta be careful around Joe because he'll teach your daughter computers.
yeah. I don't
You
want to
don't-
learn computers.
You don't want them girls knowing computers too early.
Stop while you download. Yeah, I'll take a kid.
All right,
I'll take a kid. Blair would like it.
I'll give you Jane because she's harder,
Oh yeah, and we were.
but more fun.
Really?
Will just sits there. He doesn't even crawl yet.
He'll just-
Like when you can set Will down, when you come back, he's about in the same spot. But Jane, if you set her down, she is in the other room before you. You're like, where'd she go?
knocking over ice cubes.
Just yeah, anything you got about like this high or lower is gonna be on the floor.
I like it.
And so you go, this.
I'm a parent Spencer.
That's why I can't keep those katanas on the kitchen
Yeah.
counter anymore.
She will chase Spencer until she falls down.
I like it. I'll keep the muzzle on both the animals for her entire stay.
Well, you can do the cat. Keep
Well, I'll give her a
Cat's
muzzle
probably
too.
fine.
I'll give her a muzzle too.
Jane?
So it's equal. Yeah.
I don't think you know how to parent. I'm rethinking this immediately.
It's okay.
If everyone has a muzzle, then everyone is safe.
Yeah.
When everyone has a muzzle, everyone's equal.
You know, like the
That's racial equality, folks.
Let's just restrict everyone. You know, like the sexy girl combatants from Mortal Kombat that
Do
they
I?
have the things over their the things over their faces.
Yes.
And when they're like,
You
she's hot, she takes.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah,
No, but they're women.
Get over here.
They're women, right?
Get over here. Yeah.
Okay, just really butch. Okay. But the women like Melina, like when they take the thing off and they got the Baraka teeth.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I was just attracted to that. and that's kind of how my dog is when you take off the muzzle. You're like, oh, that was a cute dog, and now it's a monster.
You know, Muzzled Spencer is pretty cute.
He can still, his muzzle
that
gives him
action figure.
just a centimeter where he can get you, and that's a pretty sharp bite too.
And I think you've gotten that before to try to cut his nails.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, we got a pretty good system for cutting nails now. We stick his hands through a fence,
Yeah.
and I hold him on the other side of it. It's pretty good.
Alright.
It's seriously like a James Bond torture device.
Does he still hate it
Oh yeah. Oh, worse.
now?
Yeah. Now he can't do anything about it.
Okay. I kind of want to see that. We should read it.
And it's pretty well. He needs his nails clipped. We can figure it out sometime.
Alright.
Blair's graduating tomorrow, and then we can.
That's
Congratulations, Blair.
You did it. Here's another degree.
Alright, so let's get back to my GMAT. So I took that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Full circle.
It's gonna be a 16. We're filling out the
Also
16.
known as
gig
thunder
card.
stealing. Yeah, great.
Yeah, good job. So I thought we were taking the GMAT together, but I guess we have put it off for about 4
yeah,
months.
like I think we said, hey, we're gonna do this. So I was like, I told Charlie to put that this day. I'm like, oh, he's probably already got his in. So I like set it in, and I thought you probably had yours in.
Well, now I can just GMAT shame you.
Pretty much.
But I'm
2
probably
out
gonna-
of 3 people in this couch have taken
Can't
the
do
GMAT.
it. Can't do it.
Oh, players, Snuggie GMAT Patrol.
Oh man,
This
that's what this is about.
It's the GMAT Snuggie.
That's what that's about.
Yep.
Oh wait.
Hand dance.
Oh.
Oh, I don't get to play.
Nope.
How crooked do my glasses look?
They didn't not.
Okay, good, because they've been stepped on repeatedly, and I'm very self-conscious about them. Not self-conscious enough to buy new frames.
You do a lot of
Do you-
flash dancing.
Can we? I'll keep stepping on them.
Yeah, maybe. Joe Rudy
Dude.
was the one that really put the killer.
Rudy.
Rudy thing on there.
I did not see him this week, and I was in Indianapolis.
Oh.
Sad times. So one of my employees, I was sitting there talking to her, and I can't remember what the context was, but she was like, she made some comment about her lopsided shoulders, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But like, once she pointed out to me, it was really obvious. Her right shoulder is like an inch lower than her left shoulder, which just like stands up.
Man.
Like I just thought she was always just like leaning or something.
Yeah.
Do you think she's
Just
wearing like
like-
one really tall shoe and one?
Yeah,
No.
women can wear it. Throw a shoulder pad just for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Just get her one shoulder pad, put it in a box, or just
She
put it.
is
Put
my
it.
employee. Is
Put
that,
it in her coat.
to all
and
you
she won't
lawyers
notice.
out there, is that harassment or funny? I need to know the law here.
Actually,
think
wait,
it's awful.
do something different. Do you know in like
Battery is running
you
low.
know
but
in Road Warrior
Yeah.
that little like one shoulder piece
Oh,
that you
yeah.
put on, do one of those and that'll balance it out. It'll
Okay.
make it look. So she's got